Recording in progress.
Hey everyone, welcome to Stocks Number Trading. Thanks everyone for joining. Welcome guys. It's top of the hour. It's just after noon. It's 12:06 p.m. Eastern, Thursday, May 28th, almost the end of the month, almost end of the week. Beautiful sunny day over here. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. We're going to get into these markets today. Yesterday we did a little bit of Forex and we did a little bit of stocks. Today we're going to keep it strictly Forex. We're going to do gold and NASDAQ top-down analysis. Things are moving. NASDAQ is approaching all-time highs again on negotiations on peace deals going on in the Mideast again. And gold is very bullish right now, but we're seeing volume taper off up here. We'll see if there's a pullback, but we'll go through everything really quickly. We'll go through today's news and we'll get right onto the chart. So I'm going to be talking fast. Let's get into this and hope you guys are all having a great day and getting started. News today, US and Iran reach deal but need Trump's final approval. So please be careful going into trading into the weekend. There could be gap up, gap downs, depending on what goes on with this negotiations over here, okay? And just careful trading the end of the month and the end of the week, okay? News today, we had core PC price index in the US come out, preliminary GDP come out. We had our weekly unemployment claims come out. Our session right over here in the afternoon, they released the crude oil inventories a little later than usual. Normally they come out at 10:30 a.m. They came out just right now at noon. Should be updated here. There it is, negative 3.3 million barrels. We've got some FOMC speakers, Musalem speaking on our session. Right over here, guys, there's also at 2 p.m. when we're finishing up our call over here, Treasury Secretary Bessent is speaking. So just keep an eye on that. He's due to hold a press conference at the White House in Washington. And this is from the U.S. Department of Treasury, okay? And continuing, guys, earnings, pre-market, we had some earnings. Best Buy, a lot of Canadian financial institutions were reporting today. TD Bank reported, CIBC reported. After hours, we have Dell Technologies. Costco is a name most of us are familiar with. They will be reporting. Let's see what their results are, their earnings per share, their revenue, forward guidance. Maybe they'll tell us consumer spending going into the summer months. Is it increasing, decreasing? What's going on? So we'll listen in on a conference call. Okay, that's our earnings today. And just some news. Fed's inflation gauge heats up, cementing steady rate path. So the report came in line with expectations, but found inflation at its highest annual level in over 2 years. Stocks swing higher amid report of the US-Iran breakthrough. So you can see I was following NASDAQ earlier this morning. It's just a few points away from, again, targeting that all-time high on this Iran negotiations peace deal. What else we got going on? The Las Vegas Strip icon Caesar's Palace to be sold for $6 billion. We had earnings with Snowflake yesterday. AI, look at this. Snowflake soars on growing enterprise AI demand and the AWS partnership. Look at it. It's up almost 40%, guys. Like the AI sector is booming. It's hot right now. Quantum computing is hot. A lot of money is going into this sector right now. We will see if how much this continues. Okay, this is what's holding markets at all-time highs right now, is the demand for AI and quantum computing right now. Best Buy pops on stronger than expected earnings. Look at Best Buy, up almost 20% today. Okay, oil spikes as renewed Gulf attacks threaten fragile ceasefire, and oil trims on a report of a U.S.-Iran ceasefire deal. Okay, excuse me. So let's just continue. So big news on Snowflake after their earnings. On this Inc. is up 25%. Unusual Machines is up 62%. See these things? We caught a few of these in the pre-market with our gainers list. We're just perfecting that list to send out to you guys. So Dave and I are continuing to work on that for you guys. Guys, unbelievable signals set out today to the group for gold, and it was also set out to your free Telegram channel. Here it is. Look at that. Nice, beautiful double bottom at 4,380. There's a closing candle breaking back above. There's your closing volume, and there's a proper retest at this exact location. So if you got in, guys, unbelievable. And if you're following that volume, did the blue candle do its job? Yes. Created a new high, closed near the high. Small shallow pullback, still above 50% of the candle, continuing to fill. Structural body candle closed above this double top over here. You can cut that in half and find a point of control of that candle, stretch it into the future for pullback. And it continued closing about 98% near the high. Small pullback, still respecting about 50%. Another bullish candle closing near the high, and again another ignited. You could have had a solid trailing stop loss on that volume following the candles. Okay, so congratulations if you guys got that. That's over 300 pips. That is your daily goal right there. So if you guys got that, amazing. Okay, trade ideas, signals, we do send these out to the group on a daily basis, and we offer the trade management and discussing why we're looking for these when you're in a trade. When things come back down to break even, reminding you guys, bring your stop loss to break even, trim some, take some profit, all of those things. Reminders are always helpful. And this was also a sell on NASDAQ. So we're showing you, we looked for a sell at this location, volume closed down, pushed down. Then it came right back up, and then you can see how it's static. This area, 29,922. If you had another alert, see the volume was just being choppy right above it. Then it pushed back down, closed below it, came for retest. And you see all those successive wicks are all lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, volume closing below and push down. If you never got in there, you could have waited for that candle. That candle closed below that and pulled back right into 50% and continued to sell down. So if you got these, this is why we send out charts like this, to show you that over time it can come back and revisit these areas. These are static levels, points of interest. That's what we trade off of. That's how you look for high probable setups throughout the day. So congratulations to those that caught that, and that's a good move there, you know, on indices and commodities. Guys, we have a free Telegram channel pinned at the top of YouTube for you guys. Here's our free links to the YouTube. Here's the code if you guys want the AI setups over here at the AITradeIdeas.com, and their premium and elite memberships with them. You can use that code. Guys, we gave the free setup to you guys in the Telegram over here, and Dave was obviously killing it with the snipers in our COMEX New York sessions that he runs, okay? And everything else we do in this Telegram at SST is available here. It's pinned at the top of YouTube. And guys, if you want to join the team, last few days, month of May, then this is going to end. 50% off on all premium memberships, where you get the trade ideas, alerts, indicators, analysis, live trading with myself and Dave, the Discord with the snipers, all the education we offer on the website, and plus much, much more. And also learn about the stock and options program. So guys, take advantage of this. 50% off. You can make that money back if you follow the signals. You can make that money back if you're tuned in on the live sessions with Dave and what's going on in the Discord with the community. And our job is to help you get enough pips to pay off this membership, so then you're free coasting with us and you're playing with house money with us. So that's our goal. Let us handle the education. Let us handle that. You just come in and be ready to learn on a daily basis with us at SST, okay? And if you want free blogs, they're available on the blog session as well, okay? And finally, guys, I know there's not a lot of you guys today because it's beautiful, it's sunny. Some of you guys are enjoying your day, but I do appreciate you guys. If you guys can kindly leave us a like, subscribe to the channel, and continue learning with SST. Let's get started, guys. So I'm going to do gold, 5 minutes. Like, I don't even need to look at the RSI indicator. To me, it looks like it's extremely overbought, but let's just double check. There is bearish divergence. It is continuing to make highs, and you can see that the strength is continuing to just decrease a little bit, but it's still overbought. There's still there's just little pullbacks. There's a lot of wicks, but I don't see like a big black structural candle closing below anything. There's a massive 5-minute candle right here at 10 after 10. That is a point of control candle. There's a fair value gap, fair value, whatever you guys want to call it, but there is a zone there. So if you're trying to short this, it's just small counter trades. There's no real push down as of yet. Okay, so let's get off the 5 minutes. Let's start on a daily, and let's get an overall, see what the hell's happening here. Okay, so big bullish hammer candle on the daily. So real quickly, guys, the structure that I've been looking at all week is right over here. We don't need to start from the all-time high and move our way down. I don't think we're going to get there on this session, but this zone is there. Also, what happened when it came down here? Did anybody pick this up? Okay, look at 4,375. The body, the same line, static. The same thing I just showed you with the 5-minute signals, you can do with the daily. It's the same thing. All candlesticks have the same characteristics. I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over and over for the past 6 years here on YouTube. And for those traders that are listening and learning, I salute you guys. For those guys that are just still sleeping on these calls, you're not going to learn. Okay, wake up now. Wake up. It's time to wake up. If you're sick of losing and you're sick of not being consistent in the markets, this can be very, very easy. We've been doing this all week. I told you guys right here, you got a body and a body. Okay, and that's it. Place a line and an alert there. And remember what we said yesterday? The bearish move was coming down, and look at it. It came all the way down right there, and that's where it flipped. Okay, there's no ifs, ands, or buts right there. That's where it flipped. Why? Because look, there's supporting structure and there's a demand zone right there. Those are patient buyers. Those are not FOMO traders. These are traders that have been waiting to execute this trade for months. Like this is back in March. This is April. This is May. Right here today is end of May. So guys, that's how you trade, okay? Whether you like it or not, that's how you're going to have to learn how to trade. And that's how you can be a winner in the markets. If you don't want to trade like that, that's fine. It's not going to affect me, but you got to continue to do what's best for you. And I'm telling you, when you figure out these points of interest and points of control, your trading will completely change for the better, okay? Look at right there. Cut that candle in half. 4,600. I guarantee you, if it comes back up there, blue, there's going to be some sellers right here, okay? How do I know that? Because, look, 4,600 is psychological numbers, cutting that black candle in half, bring it down to these bodies. That's a red zone. Let's stretch it into the future, just in case it gets up here today, tomorrow, next week, next month. It's been sellers there. Now, if we come all the way back up, there's still going to be sellers there, unless they picked up a lot of delta blue volume here and it can break through there and close above. Then we're just simply going to flip that zone green, and that's where the pending orders could be positioning themselves to buy back a pullback on a confirmation close to take us back up to here and maybe possibly back up to the upper red zone. Does that make sense, guys? Yes or no? It's very simple. Now, let's follow the last 2 days of trading. Well, yesterday and today. So we came all the way down yesterday, 4,400, and then it came right back up and closed right there. So there's our closing balance, opening balance. When we opened, gold was bearish. It was black. It took out yesterday's low, continued come down, and then we came right into our beautiful demand zone. And there's evidence of what happened. Let's mark our low of the day. 4366, purple line, holding in the green zone, okay? And there's the buyers. Am I the only one on this call? No one is commenting. No one is saying anything. Am I live right now, or am I just talking to myself right now? It opened. Look, guys, the low coming right back up to the opening balance, and the candle's flipped. It's a hammer now. That's a hammer candle. It's closing in less than 5 hours. So we don't know how high it can go. Maybe it gets rejected and comes back down. We don't know. But right now, it's very bullish. Big rejection wick. The volume is right here. So let's, on our call, see if we can target back to come up to the close of Tuesday and the open of yesterday. How do I know that? Right there. There's a body candle close and open. I'm going to draw a yellow line. It's a point of interest. A daily candle close there, a daily candle open here. Thomas, you're here. Okay, good. You guys are focusing. Okay, because Unk got worried there. I thought I was the only one talking to myself here. And I don't want to do that, guys. It's a nice sunny day. I'd like to go outside too and enjoy the weather. If I'm talking to myself, I'd rather go talk to myself outside and talk to the birds. But right here, look, 4506. We're at 4497. So that's about 100 pips away. But let's see if the daily volume has enough juice to get us back up there and see what happens. So I'm putting an alert up there, okay? Just in case I'm doing NASDAQ or I'm flip-flopping on the charts, I'd like to know if the blue volume gets there, because that's the opening balance of that big bearish candle, because it could come back in there and that could be our resistance to maybe push it down a little bit. However, if we can break that, maybe close on the 5 minute, maybe we make this to support to continue to backfill that daily wick from yesterday, okay? So what I'm going to do is just continue to move this yellow line to fresh daily high yesterday, okay? It's around 45225. Just put an alert there if it gets there, okay? Because remember, it's still a beautiful bullish candle, but there's still some selling pressure behind us, okay? This is still a counter trade, right? It's still trending down. Like you see the daily candles, lower low, coming back up, lower high, new lower low, coming back up. It could just be in this consolidated here where it's black, blue, black, come up blue again, go down black again, and just continue. Unless we get a closing above here engulfing, then maybe tomorrow we're going to continue bullish through here, okay? So very strong on the daily. Let's continue moving into hourly. Look at the hourly. Okay, so beautiful, guys. I love when candles move like this. You can easily see right there, that was a structural bearish bar, and we talked about it yesterday when it came in, back down, came in right there, back down, okay? So where's my hourly resistance? You can see it right there. There's two equal highs, right there and right there. White line. Now the volume is closing above. So 4465 is hourly support. If our hourly candles come back down into here or this zone. See the white and the yellow? It's a zone right there. Okay. I can do it like this. Over here now, you see right there was a red zone. Red zone. We can verify it. There's no guessing here. You can see when it came in right there, back down. Came in, back down. Came in right there at 6 p.m. That's when the candle opened daily. They faked out the buyers. And then black, blue, there's the Tetris piece. There's the drop at 9 p.m. Continue drop. We found our bottom of the day at midnight. 1 a.m. Then we consolidated going into London and Europe. And where did we make our bottom? 8 a.m. Comex. All the U.S. news, great. There it comes up, closes. This is a strong candle, right? Continue. Look, did you at least cut that blue candle in half? If you did that, fantastic. You see, it hasn't came down into it yet, okay? Then we just had a spin top in between at 9 a.m. Then 10 a.m. Continue, higher low. That's a structural body because look, it closed above all this shit to the left. There it is, the close, right? So that's what I'm saying. If we pull back into this zone now, we could look for buys. So make that zone, flip it from red to green. Red to green, right? Stretch it into the future because it might not come back in here today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week it revisits this. But anywhere in here, in between here, you can add an alert at the 4465, 4454, or 4460, wherever you want. I'm going to put it at the white line, okay? Right click, add alert. Make sense? Easy stuff, guys. If you guys are getting this, hit the likes, subscribe to the channel, okay? It helps me understand that you guys are here with me. I had no idea that anyone was on the call here. Now, let's continue. Did the volume close above? Push up, yes. Pull back, open, 11 a.m., come, new higher high, close. Pull back, small wick, popping, driving. So now we're going to see that daily yellow line. That's the opening balance. Okay, that's yesterday's opening balance where it was all selling pressure. Okay, you can see, and if we break through there, then we're getting up to 4525. That was yesterday's high wick. And then if we're breaking, we're getting up to that big red zone. So right now, it's beautiful. Good recovery right down into that green pocket. Beautiful. And we send out the signal, guys. Look at it. Like, it's unbelievable. Look at the gold on the 5 minutes. Nice bottom right there, like 5 minute structure holding. Come back up. There's your 5 minute candle that closed above and retest. And it's gone. 4430. We're way past that. We're right at 4,500, okay, psychological. So hourly is moving, 5 minutes. Okay, so we are in a massive uptrend from here, the 5 minutes. This is where we sent out the signal. Look at it. If you got a runner, amazing. Guys, so now you can see the parallel channel, okay? If you're trying to short this, it's just very, very bullish right now. Look at, there's your parallel channel, trend line right there, okay? So that's a parallel channel, okay? It's going up, coming back down, higher low, going back up, higher high, pulling back, holding, continuing to go up. There is push downs, there is wicks, but I don't see a big black structural bar. All I see is big blue structural bars. Like look at this one that just opened at 12.15, continue drive. We just talked about the RSI. We are overbought. This is called a really silly indicator. If you just sell because things are overbought, your account is getting cooked right now. So it's not the place to be selling yet. What I can do with that blue candle is just cut it in half on the 5 minutes. Okay, you see what I'm doing? Because if it comes back down here, 4491, that's what I want to see. If it will hold, go back up, maybe a double top, then break. Then if that breaks, then maybe we could look for some selling pressure. But right now it's not there. Now it's just maybe continue to look to buy pullbacks. So if it does come down in here, that's what I mean. That big green zone, that's where the buyers could be to take it right back up. Okay. And don't ask me to buy up here. I'm not buying the highest point at 4,500, where we had a trade signal sent out down here. Okay. That would be the silliest thing possible for someone who's not in a trade to just buy right now. You had an opportunity to buy right there. You had an opportunity to buy right there. You had an opportunity on pullback there. You had a retest confirmation candle to buy right there. You had a pullback into 50% right there. You had, but to buy up here, no. Okay. What I'm going to want to see is if sellers are in the market to push this thing down, maybe come back up, double top, drop, maybe to see if it holds. Okay. So right now, guys, coming out some news, White House, coming from the White House, a tentative agreement has been reached by US and Iranian negotiators, still waiting on Trump's approval. Okay. But we do have, a tentative agreement for peace. Okay. So while gold is still doing its thing up here, I'm going to do NASDAQ really quickly. Okay. So let's do NASDAQ. NASDAQ, very similar. It's pumping right now. Let's take a look where we are on the daily. Okay. Wow. 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 Holy shit. Okay. This is thanks to AI, thanks to quantum computing, thanks to data centers, thanks to technology. This is what's going on right now. Okay. This is in a bullish uptrend, okay? And this is how far away we are from an all-time high. Yesterday's wick, look, that's all-time high. 30,330, right there. We're not too far away from it, okay? Now, zones, real quickly. Right over here was a point of interest pivot on the daily. It came right up, stopped, push down. Another pivot is right there. If you want to add alerts on these, add alerts. Go ahead. You do your thing. But now, did that candle close above? Yes. So this is a good place to place an alert. If NASDAQ pulls back down to 29,600, that may be a buying opportunity. We're nowhere near there yet. It was very bearish today. Almost came down there, but didn't get it, right? So there's a little green zone. Look at the wicks now. Look at that wick and look at that wick and look at today's low, okay? You can bring the green zone just like so and stretch it across. Now you got a zone, okay? We're continuing to push. Higher high, higher low, higher high. There's your structure right there at 29,600. Now, let's follow yesterday. Yesterday opened, came down, made a low, came back to the opening price, flipped, made an all-time high, got rejected, and closed. It was a bullish spin top candle. And then today, what happened? Where did we close? Where did we open? Right there. We closed. We opened. 30,070. When we opened, it was bearish. It was black, 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 black. We took out yesterday's low. We came down there right at the top of the zone right there. There's our lowest point of the day. If you want to draw a purple line, you can see where the low was. And the buyers were there protecting this. Okay. You see, sellers could not do their job getting through there. So more buyers. They rejected the move on this tentative agreement on peace negotiations, and the market loves it. Look at it coming right back up, coming right back up, coming right back up to the opening balance. And remember, a candle has a job to do. So its job today is to continue to backfill yesterday's wick. But this is not just a regular high. This is an all-time high. So are we going to continue to fill this afternoon and break that and create a new all-time high? And you guys know price discovery when we're breaking all-time highs, or go in psychological numbers. 30,400 would be like the next 100 pip increment. Big one would be 30,500. That would be a big one. That's like a big number, 500,000. Okay. And so on and so forth. If you're a scalper and you're looking for 25, 50 pips, then go from 400 to 425, 450, 475, so on and so forth. Okay. So we came all up there. We have so far a high of the day right there. We can see it. 30,270, purple line. Currently, remember, the candle doesn't close for 4.5 more hours. So there's a slight little selling pressure coming down, but massive blue volume. So we'll see if it can continue to refuel itself, come back, and just fill that little wick left for the all-time high, okay? So I'm going to break this candle down now in the hourly, because I don't know what time when it was really bearish. We'll see. Was it Europe? Was it futures market? When did it flip bullish? All these things, because all I see is a daily candle flip. Now let's go into the hours. So now we can see exactly when what happened, okay? So it was bearish right here, Wednesday, 2200. That's 10 p.m., 11. There's midnight. Midnight, we found our lowest point of the day. Then it came right back up. Okay, then it pulled back, higher low on the hourly. Here, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., here's Wall Street. So the hourly is still pushing up. Did we close? There's a Tetris piece, blue, black inside bar, continuing blue, close above daily structure. Perfect. So if I'm looking for an hourly zone right here, there it is. You can go with those wicks, those bodies. There's an hourly zone. And you see how the yellow line neatly cuts everything in half? So there's an hourly zone. If NASDAQ pulls back into here, I could be looking for a potential buy back up. If it closes below here, we invert this zone red, and then we see if it will sell back down to here, and maybe bigger buyers will be there to take it back up. If we close below, bearish below this zone, we flip it red, and then market could continue to sell down. But right now, we're in an hourly uptrend. We're this far away from nailing the new all-time high. What time did it do it? It did it 8 a.m. yesterday. 8 a.m., massive big FU candle. They brought it right back down, and a look at the volume at Wall Street. Continue pushing it down. The market recovered, inverted head and shoulder, and coming right back up. Hourly candles are still here at 64 on the RSI, not overbought yet, but maybe we'll find some resistance in here to pull it back. Maybe it will continue to go, okay? This hourly candle is going to close in 25 minutes at 1 p.m. Let's go into the 5 minutes, and this is what we got on the 5 minutes. So 5 minutes have structure as well. There is a supporting pivot. Look at the number, 29,825. That's what I'm saying. If you're a scalper, know your 25, 50, 75. Exactly how it's set up here. Look at even TradingView. Does it know that we're scalpers? Look at it's set up in 25 increments. 750, 775, 800, 825, 850, 875, 900, 925, 950, 975. Big number, 30,000. Guys, it's set up properly for success. Okay, now we're getting a little bit of a top. Okay, so there's been kind of a big wave. We can see it. Wave 1, move up. Wave 2, higher low. Wave 3, wave 4. Now we're kind of getting this, maybe the whole wave 5, looking for it to maybe come back down and then start to come down into here, right? Or this thing could just continue popping. We got big news. Iran and US negotiations, tentative deal on peace. Market could just pull back and continue driving. But right now, we do have a high of the day. There is some structure up here on the 5 minutes. Right there, some bodies. Okay, so I'm just going to momentarily make it red just to see. This is from the all-time high right here. So anyone that sold the all-time high, I'm not saying me or you, I'm saying like a market maker, if they really want to keep it down, this is where they got to keep it down. Okay, so but we have good 5 minute support right there. 30,200, 205. So if it pulls back down in here, there could be buyers to take it right back up. Then we look for a double top, a liquidity grab, or if it closes, then I'm going to buy to the all-time high, okay? But right now we're getting a slight pullback. Okay, so we'll be watching all of these together. 9 EMA, let's add our indicators. We're right at the 9 EMA. 200 EMA is all the way down in here. Let's add our SST daily bar. We'll keep it on the hourly so we can keep an eye on what the hourly volume is doing. And we'll do the same with gold. Gold, we're at 4,500. Okay, you can see where that daily point of interest is. Now we got bodies right there holding it down so far. Okay, with gold, 9 EMA is right here. We're right above it. 200 EMA is all the way down in here. And then let's just add our hourly bar. Okay. How was that analysis? Was that good? Was that quick? Did we understand anything? Carla, welcome. Husky, welcome. Everyone on YouTube, thanks for joining, guys. 200 viewers. Kindly hit the likes, subscribe to the channel. Brings us luck. Maybe we'll catch a trade. Today we're trading. Today we're analyzing and trading, right? Yesterday we did some analysis. We talked about the stock market, pre-market gainers. We talked about some headline securities. And today, let's see what's going on here. And just remember, if you're selling, they can be counter sells. Just look back. Here was a sell, and that's all it lasted. Then it came back up. Here was some selling pressure. That's all it lasted. There was a minor pullback. That's all it lasted. There was a minor pullback. That's all it lasted. This too could be just a minor pullback, and it could go right back up. Okay, that's what I want to see. Like here was a start of like a double top, but the bearish candles didn't close below. Here was also a move coming down. When it came back up, there was maybe a double top here. Didn't happen. Bullish, bullish, bullish. Then we came right back up. Now we're at the highest point of the day. Now we're coming back down. And guys, this is what I trade. I trade these zones all day, every day. Like for example, if it comes back up and we break today and we're going to the all-time high, now I know exactly. It's about 60 pips. There's no guessing, okay? I'm not guessing. If I get 60 pips to the all-time high, then I know that could be my target. If we're breaking and we're going to the next psychological 100-point increment, then it's 30,400, it's 130 pips. There's no guesswork, right? So that's how I trade. Even if I'm looking to short the market, if I'm looking to sell, if it breaks here, maybe we'll drive back down to that 50% of that bullish candle right there. There's 50 pips because it could find support and come back up. But if it breaks that and it's really, then we're coming to the top of the green zone. And you guys got to see how you got to respect these green zones. You can't play games with these because that's where the buyers are waiting. That would be a 100-point drop. And then buyers could be waiting there to bring it right back up. You guys have seen multiple times on these calls. Sometimes we take a sell, 100 pips, it goes down, we're laughing, we're enjoying life, and then it just catches a wick and it bounces right back up to break even or stop loss. So guys, you got to have rules in trading, especially when you're counter trading. Okay, if you're counter trading and you don't know what you're doing, don't counter trade. Sit patiently and just wait for a pullback buy. We have a trending market now. You know, it's not the sideways consolidation, choppy bullshit. Today is a free flow of volume. It's like a wave. It's moving up, coming down, moving up. A little bit of consolidation through here. That was like the 10 a.m. But continued higher lows, close above, wave up, pull back, wave up, maybe a pullback and another wave up. Okay, so it's moving really nice. You can't fault today's volume. Okay, if you're struggling today, I know why you're struggling. I don't even know you, and you're probably selling and adding more sells, and you're getting screwed, or you're holding in drawdown, and then you're getting pissed off and you're mad at the market. You shouldn't be mad at the market if you're selling and you're in drawdown. You should be flowing with the market. You should be changing your mindset. Understand, if I sell, I'm counter trading, pip and dip. The overall move is bullish. I either need to not sell or just wait for pullbacks, right? Same with NASDAQ. If you're trying to sell NASDAQ, look at, they tried here. They tried, but a lot of indecision, choppiness. There was a candle that pushed down, but look, there was no follow through with black candles. You know what I mean? There was no follow through. Now there's maybe some structure. It came up, come back down, coming back in. Let's see if it will go back down. If the buyers can bring it through here, we're going to short squeeze and continue driving through here. Then you look for buys. You go long. You go with the flow of the market until it stops. One thing, when you mature as a trader, you're going to stop making excuses. You're going to accept that you fucked up, and then you're going to say, okay, why? Why did I screw up? I know that there's some traders that are in shorts and they're panicking right now because they're saying, why is the market not selling down? RSI is overbought. There's bearish divergence. Why? Why? I'll tell you why. Because this White House has a tentative agreement has been reached by US and Iranian negotiators, still waiting on Trump's approval. So this exceeds everything what is going on. If you think the market has to sell, well, you're thinking wrong, okay? This is big news. This is like world news. Your RSI indicator cannot stop this news. So these are the days I'm talking about where you can make your daily goals. When you have a choppy day in the market and sideways, stop trading, go outside, enjoy the day. Go to the gym, go to the beach, go do what you got to do. Because then there's going to be days like this that you're going to wish you were on the right end of trading. And then trading is easy. Buying pullbacks, right? So it's continue. Look, just came slight pullback, continue driving. We're going to move into 1 p.m. very soon, and a new hourly candle will be coming in. Will the momentum fade going into this hour? Then we get some selling pressure, or is it just continuing to drive? After the market's closed, Trump won't accept the deal. Who knows? I don't trust Trump, but I trust this. When there's breaking news, you got to go with the news. Yes, he does change his mind. He flip-flops every hour, every 5 minutes, but you just got to flow with how the volume is moving. And then if he changes his mind, then could be the selling pressure coming later in Tokyo session. And then he says again, in New York, oh, we've reached an agreement. Then when it sells off, it's coming to a demand zone. And then 5 minutes later, he tweets out, I've approved the peace deal. All of the big money is bought the pullback because they're not buying the highs. They're waiting to buy those pullbacks, right? And then the news will just come in at the same time. And then you'll see, holy shit, how is this thing orchestrated like this? Well, markets are financial engineering. Did anyone catch that gold sell or buy? The gold setup, I meant. Shout outs to Dave. Shout outs to the snipers earlier this morning on top of this. That was a daily goal, right? I hope you guys hit that. For scalpers, all you needed was one of those candles because those are big body candles. Those are not Mickey Mouse candles. We gave it to you guys also. Free Telegram to everyone on YouTube. Listen to what I'm saying. Wake up now. For the past 2 days, guys, on this free Telegram, we've been giving you guys free setups, showing you with the AI trade ideas, with the trade management. Everything is in here. Subscribe to this Telegram. It's free. Free. Doesn't cost you anything. Just click the link at the top of YouTube. Okay? We're working hard here every single day for you guys. Okay, let's see what's going on in our Discord. What's happening here? Halvinder, my man. Phase 1 passed. Congratulations. You are killing it with the prop firms. Forex Borex, you're testing a new version. I like it. I like what I see. Country Cousins, my man. Good job, guys. Borex, yeah, I appreciate you filling in the team with the news. Amazing. Jupe, wow. Look at the setup. Look at it. Perfect. Right in the box, came back, retested it, and the big bullish breakthrough. Good job, brother. I love it, guys. No, you shouldn't be selling. I don't. If you guys are selling, good luck to you guys right now. Okay, NASDAQ. Maybe we see something up here. Maybe going into 1 p.m. Watch, guys. We'll see how things operate up here at the highest point of the day. It's only from the highest point of the day to the all-time high is only 60 pips. Okay, so we have to be very careful through here. It could get really volatile. Gold is still strong. Okay, so you can see we've got some support here now created. Okay, support there, there. So you see where it was just consolidating, another bullish flag continuing to break out. Timmy, you're out of your cell. The one thing you've learned is you can't play with news. No, you cannot. Okay, but hopefully it wasn't a big loss and it's a lesson. Please, we all learn like this, Timmy. You're not the only one, okay? I've learned like this. Dave's learned like this. Borg's learned like this. Everyone in Discord has learned like this. Everyone on YouTube, everyone on Zoom. We've all learned like this, okay? But the thing that separates some traders is we actually learn a valuable lesson. There's some traders that don't learn and then they do the same shit again tomorrow. Then they repeat it again on Monday. And then the accounts are blown. Then the excuses. And then they're doing it again. And then they're not going journaling. Then they're not going back testing. They're not reviewing. They're not being honest with themselves. Okay. We've all been there. That's a beginner's mindset trader. That's, you know, you're blaming others. You're blaming the market. It's never your fault. Okay. You have to understand, okay? You made a mistake. It's all good. As long as your risk management was okay, then you didn't blow up an account. Yes, you had a losing day. You struck out just like a baseball game, but let's learn from it, come back stronger. And then when we have another bullish day like this, and then we want to be having the mindset to buy the pullbacks and not sell, right? That's why, Timmy, I use feeler trades. If I'm testing out, let's say right now, I'm not, guys, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not taking a sell. But for example, hypothetical, if I was testing out a sell here, I would go very small. Again, the feeler trade principle, the feeler trade psychology. Go in very small and test it out. If it really pushes down, then you know it's real selling pressure, and then you can trade with that. If it goes like right now, if you took a sell here and then now, if that was small, a feeler trade, you could close it out and it wouldn't even affect your account. You could just go right back into the buying mode. So that's why I use feeler trades when I'm speculating. If I'm not 100% confirmed, you know, when you have conviction and you're going all in, that's a different situation. But right here, if you're testing out a sell, go small. That analogy when you jump into water. So there's some people that put their feet in, go in slow, and then there's those other people that just do a cannonball and just jump in. Those are those reckless traders, okay? There's other traders that go in slowly, feel it out, see what's going on. If they make a mistake, they can easily get out with minimal loss, okay? That goes for everybody. Listen to what I'm saying, please. I keep repeating myself, but I don't know how to get through to some traders. For some traders, it takes years. It takes years. It doesn't take one live call or 1 week to learn this concept. It takes traders years. It took me years. Okay. If you can learn it faster than me or someone else, great. Then you're going to save yourself so much headaches, so much stress, so much anxiety. You're going to save yourself some money, and you can start to learn how to make some money in these markets. So perfect. Good. Eli, that's you. Not going to lie. Well, you got to learn too. You know, you got to learn. Timmy, you risk 1%, so you're good. Okay, perfect. And again, if you risk 1% on that trade, okay, that's still risk management, 1% of your account. What I do, Timmy, is if I risk 1% of my account per day, but I break it down into trades. So if I'm taking 4 trades from that 1%, divide it, each trade will be 0.25%. So 0.25. So if my first trade of the day is a loss, it's only 0.25. I still have 0.75 to get that 0.25% back and continue trading. If I lose 3-4 trades and I'm just reading the market incorrectly that entire day, Then I'm stopped out, had a bad trading day, but still I'm walking away with only losing 1%. I can recover and come back stronger the next day. There's some traders that are risking way too much percentage, like silly, stupid percentages. Like yesterday, we saw a guy on YouTube selling, buying at 4,500. I don't know. He was in a buy, and yeah, when it was coming down with 15 lots and in $75,000 of drawdown, or I don't even know what the numbers were. They were so silly. But don't put yourself in a situation like this, guys. There was one security I was talking about. I had a one-on-one Zoom, and we found this Big Bear AI Holdings. It was steady volume moving in this $3.80 range for weeks. And with this big boom, we kind of talked, both of us, and we bought some shares of this company, and they're up 10% right now. Big Bear AI Holdings. They're like a little mini Palantir. Mini Palantir. They do like defense AI. They're just a penny stock right now, but they are getting some massive volume today. Abnormal volume. 35 million shares are trading right now. It's up, holy shit, to $4.82. Wow. BBAI. I've been following this security. I'll show you guys right here. I like these little like pump and dumps, but they're fun when you find them. We'll find more of these. Dave and I are just testing out a concept over here. We're gonna find these. We're just perfecting these pre-market gainers for you guys. Believe me, this is gonna be exciting. We're catching a lot of these, so I just want to make sure that we're doing it properly to catch these things. So this one was BBAI. Don't go buy this thing, okay? Because then we won't do this shit, okay? Just put it on your watch list and watch, okay? This holy shit, this thing right here. Like, look at today, the setup. Look at it. Remember what I told you guys? This is pre-market trading. Look at what they did. They scooped liquidity high, close above, and it was gone. $4.40, and now we're trading at $4.82. Someone doesn't understand that that's a massive move. Like, that's almost 20%, okay, on these small things. If you look on the daily, like this thing used to trade up here at almost $10, and it retraced all the way down here. That's why we got alerted when it was $4, just in this range around $3.80. And now we got a nice big structural daily candle. I'm watching to see if this thing will be a structural daily candle above $5 right here. I've been watching this thing for a long time. Right there, the $5, okay? If it closes above there, I'm going to cut this candle in half, and I'll be waiting for that $4 range for a nice decent pullback. This is small company, but starting. Big Bear AI. They do like defense with war and securities and new AI technology. They're a pretty cool company, but sometimes they don't move, right? But when you catch them and you've been accumulating slowly and you get the move, they're exciting. Anything with AI in the name. Anything with AI. Eli, you're not, risk management is not, Eli, come over here. Come to the website, education, scroll down. Okay. If you need some help with mindset, there's this series I did here. I'm going to continue this. There's 9 videos. Okay. Trading psychology, how to control your emotions, emotional intelligence in trading, the growth versus fixed mindset, setting realistic expectations, sticking to a trading plan, discipline and consistency in your executions, risk management, position sizing, and then managing losses and drawdowns. Okay, that's just psychology. But then there's this one. We did a boot camp on risk management, 3-day boot camp. Scroll down to the boot camps. Right over here. This risk management boot camp might be what a couple guys in our group need right here. what you'll learn introduction to risk management, position sizing, risk management tools, risk management in different market conditions, advanced risk management strategies, the R&R, the risk to reward ratio, leverage and margin, the psychology of risk, and building a risk management plan, evaluating and reviewing risk management performance. So day one, we talked about risk management fundamentals. It was long, guys, 4 hours. That's how serious we are about risk management. 4 hours and 15 minutes. Day two, advanced risk management strategies. Another 4 hours and 16 minutes. I'm telling you guys, we spent an entire day. We don't screw around with risk management because we know when you learn risk management, you will be successful in these markets. If you don't take risk management serious, you're gonna not be successful in these markets. It's that simple. So that's why we spent a lot of time. Then day three, we went over TradingView and some Q&A sessions, and that was questions. That was another 2 hours. But there's a 3-day boot camp. I don't expect you to watch it this weekend, but little bit by little bit. Watch 20 minutes a day, right? And just, it will help you out, okay? We have, guys, the education. The tools are here for you. Okay, so gold is continuing to drive, right? So we've closed above this. We're going into 1 p.m. in 3 more minutes, okay? So we'll see at 1 p.m. what happens. We can go look here. See the yellow line and yellow line. Okay, those are daily points of interest. I'm not going to explain why. We already did that. Now what I can see is, let's go in between these yellow lines and see in the past when the 5-minute volume was trading in here, was there any structure? Look at what I'm doing. See how it's the yellow lines going backwards, backwards. Okay, last time we traded in here was Wednesday, May 27, right around 1 a.m. Okay, so you see it came up and then dropped down. So right there, I'm drawing a red line, okay? I can even go now backwards to see, again, like, do I see any more touch points? Okay, there it was where it broke out. Then you see how it was support, broke below a little, then we barcoded, then the real drop, then it came right back in, resistance. So if it comes back through here, that's where now, see the red line where it is? It's right there, cutting the 2 yellow lines in half, okay? So that's where maybe we might start to see some selling pressure right there at 45.16. And if you're in buy still, wow, a trailing stop loss is your best friend right now. Unbelievable bullish move. NASDAQ still going strong. Bullish ignited candle. Wow. Going into 1 p.m. right into the close. Not too far away from the all-time high. Ron just smoked a good one. Yes, I did. No surprise there. That reminds me, shout out to the sponsor of today's call. We got the goods over here. First Class Funk right over here. This is, we got the goods right here from our, this is craft cannabis flower. 27% total THC. This is from the goods First Class Funk. So shout out to our sponsor for keeping us focused on a daily basis here. Good sponsor, guys. Nice to be living in Canada. Send you bags of weed to your house. Good service, too. Phantom, can I give you the NASDAQ charts? Yeah, and gold, no problem. 1 second. I'll put it in the Zoom. Okay, there's NASDAQ and gold in just 1 second. And you guys can utilize these charts, like my charts, the levels, for next week, next month. Guys, they're already marked for you in this zone. Okay. You guys don't even need to do a top-down analysis. Come on the call. I'll do the top-down for you guys. But I want you guys to learn how to do this. Okay. Don't always just rely on someone to do it. It's, I got to hit save first. Oh, where? Show me. Okay. So right there, I came to copy the link. Save the chart. What do you mean? Like auto save? It's under your name. All changes saved. Is that good now? Send it out another one? Do you want me to send another one or is that good right there? All good? Okay. Send another one? Okay. Copy link. Tell me if this is all good. That one was gold, saved. Let's do NASDAQ. Two more links. Let me know if those ones are all good. No sell set up yet. No. Guys, don't be thinking of a sell yet. Okay. There's nothing suggesting a sell. Nothing. It sent gold twice. Like, look, I'm on NASDAQ. See, I'm on the NASDAQ. It's saved right beside my name. Copy link. Link copied. And I'm going to paste it. Maybe it only does one chart. Or maybe because I have it on like split screen like this, maybe it's sending the one main chart. Maybe I have to do it. Maybe I have to do it on separate. Not sure. How can you get the SST indicator? Just join the group, sign up, and you get it. All the indicators, signals, education, live sessions, everything. So one-stop shop for trading and education. Okay, so we're in 1 p.m. now. See there? Are we getting close to that 45.15 right up here? When should we set up a sell? Just relax. How about that? Just relax. Take it easy. We got to see, we got to see something. Sell this candle and just go ahead and see what happens. But let's see, will it come in here? It's probably going to pull back. Maybe we'll be more buyers. Then we got to see, will it come down? Will it close below there? Will it retest this? Then that might justify sell. We're nowhere near that. If you want, then you can just go in on this candle and you might be like this, just go down a little bit, then you're back in drawdown. You could be like this guy, sell that black candle and then it goes up. You could be like this, black, sell that, go up. You could be like this, sell that, and you're not a scalper, so you're not getting what I look for, and then you're back up in drawdown. You could sell that and then you're stuck again. You could sell that and you're stuck again. Like, I can say the same shit. You could sell that and then you're going to be stuck again. Just relax, guys. I can tell how impatient you are as a trader, and I don't even know you. Guys, listen to what I'm saying. Let the trade naturally come to you. Then you'll know. Then you're not asking. You don't need to, should I do this? Should I do that? You will know what to do. You'll know how to execute. That's what trading is. When you're just guessing, that's when I say use a feeler trade. If you want to go in on a sell, test it out. Go very, very small. Because if it goes against you and then you can learn, but you're not going to lose a lot. There are some traders that are over leveraged on this candle and selling, thinking it's going to just dump. It takes big news for that to happen. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to be hard on anybody. I'm trying to help people, okay? Some people, it's tough love. I wish someone was yelling at me like this when I was saying, should I sell when all the way up here? Should I sell? Nobody told me that. I was the person selling and going into drawdown and then add another sell and go and draw down, add another sell, go and draw down, and hope and pray, then hold overnight and pray in Tokyo that it's going to go down, and it keeps going up. And then the bank calls me on the telephone and say, hey, you have no more money in your account. And then you go through the same story everybody goes through. I know you guys are beginners, but you got to learn at some point. You got to now learn. It's not just come on the call and heckle me. It's learn. Put some look, fuck. I was waiting for it to come right into here. It didn't, okay? So now it's coming down. That's a bearish pin bar pushing down. So now we got some selling pressure on gold. Let's see now, will this black candle be able to close below this yellow daily point of interest? Okay? That's what we got to see. This could be our clue number one to see if these sellers are strong to close below this daily point of interest. Okay? So you see, I was very, very close to spotting that where the sellers are, where I came back there. Okay? So now I wasn't 100%. I'll bring it down to the wick right there. Now I can see. Okay? So that's that hidden block so far. Now we see one top. That's perfect. Now it's coming down. It could come back up. Then we're looking for the second top. Okay, if we're thinking of selling, now at least we got to put the pieces of the puzzle together, one candle at a time. But when it comes back down to the yellow line, it's coming right back up with a wick. Okay, so this candle's still 3 more minutes to go into the close. Tyler, my man. Welcome, Tyler. Med Chakik, you just blew up your account. You really start to hate your life. I swear nothing is working for me. You don't need to hate your life. Be positive, okay? But ask yourself, why did you blow up your account today? That was just improper risk management, proper mindset on the way the markets are moving. You'll bounce back. I suggest you go to a demo account and continue practicing, learning from your mistakes, and come back stronger. Okay. We've all been through it. Okay. Believe me, some of us have been in a worse situation than you. Okay. I'm telling you. I wanted to quit trading at 1.2. I was second guessing myself too. And if I quit at that point, I wouldn't be where I am in life right now. So I want to make sure that you guys are still got to think for the future, guys. Don't just think today you had a shitty day. It happens. Okay. But we got to bounce back stronger. If you risk your entire account, then you're having risk management issues. You're gambling. You're go to a casino. You're gambling. You're not trading. Med, stay positive, bro. We're all here for you. We're here as a group. You don't be positive, okay? Life is too short to stress out. Guys, can we please help this guy out? Give him some positive encouragement, okay? I don't like to see people like that where they say, I hate my life and things like that. We don't need to have that. Guys, be like, offer some encouragement. Where is he? Med Chakik. Guys, we're all here for you. On YouTube, Zoom, we're here for you, okay? There's a lot of traders that screwed up today. We know that. We've been there. I've been there. Dave's been there. 99% of our traders in our Discord have been there. Yeah, go smoke a blunt. Paige, you said it perfectly. Shakik, just go roll here. If you were over here, I would provide you with some good medicine over here. The doctor's got you. And it would, see guys, see that black candle, how it came down, right to that yellow line, okay? So you see what I mean? That's a daily point of interest. So it came down. That was beautiful. That was good pips to sell. But if you don't respect the yellow line, there's buyers there. That's why I was saying we got to see the black candle close below there, okay? It's not there yet, but now maybe the next black candle will continue to come down. Maybe it will come up, be a double top, then better, bigger selling volume, okay? Okay, so you guys see why these daily points of interest are so important for a scalper. Okay, maybe an hourly trader isn't really concerned about that, but you see how the hourly wick is right there. Okay, so the hourly candle still has 50 minutes to go. It could definitely come back down there and close below and push down. That's why I'm watching the 5-minute increments. See now how it's coming down? Okay, this is still considered to be like the first top up there and then coming back down. Okay, so if it closes, we got to figure out where the neckline is because it could come back right back up. We do have some now 5-minute resistance right here at 45.11. Guys, I appreciate you guys on YouTube giving that gentleman some encouragement. It's nice. Okay, hopefully that makes him feel better. And life is more important than just trading, okay? There's more important things in life. Have a positive mindset in life. Your trading will be much better. Don't blame yourself. Correct yourself. When you're losing or blowing up accounts, there's an issue that you need to resolve. And it can be very easy. It can be the easiest thing. Just control your risk. Don't counter trade the markets. Have counter trading rules. Trade with the trend. Go take breaks when you lose. Don't revenge trade. Don't over leverage. It sounds so easy when we're just talking about it, but why is it so hard to do it? Because it's all mindset. You have to have the right mindset of a trader. Otherwise, these markets will eat you alive. Okay, so now we're kind of tapering off on NASDAQ. It's like in a little wedge formation. Okay, so we're in this wedge. We're not too far away from the all-time high. So let's see if maybe it pulls back coming down. We're watching that as well, NASDAQ. Gold. Okay, so gold is in this little consolidated range. We can trap this zone right here. You can see how the volume is now trading the last 20 minutes inside here, where it moved bullish, broke out right up to there. I was targeting this area, didn't get in there. Bearish pin bar come back in, then a real nice bearish candle coming down to that daily point of interest, right back up. And the buyers haven't created any new highs or closed above. So there is still some sellers coming back down. But again, they didn't break that low or close it down yet. So still 60 seconds to go. And we're in the bottom half of the parallel channel. Okay, so you see how the parallel channel looks? This is the bottom half from this black line to the dotted line. From the dotted line to the top is the upper half. So we're trading in the bottom half. Okay, so if we're going to push down, we want to be in the bottom half of the channel. We don't want to be at the top, right? But we just got to get the volume to make a new low and close. Okay, so this could be the one coming down now. Here's the one. Let's see if this will be like a structural bar. Will this be the black one that closes below? This is where they could drop it down quickly. You know, if you're already in a sell, okay, now you're moving down. There's no new lower highs. If you're not in a sell or in a buy, let's see where this thing will close. Will this be our first black candle that closes below the daily yellow line? And then if it comes back up, it could retest this, then drop. But look, could be no wick. It could open bearish ignited and just continue dropping. There's no wick. So if it opens bearish ignited, it could continue with that momentum dropping. However, best thing to do is wait for a retest for this location to see when it comes back up here, then if it will drop back down, okay? Because we want to now retest this yellow line. So now it's blue coming back up. Check your spreads. Okay, because it could come all the way right back up blue and then continue breaking out, right? So, but this is the first black candle that's closed below a key structural level. closing below that daily point of interest right there. And then if it closes, oh, okay, there's a good solid rejection. Did you see how it wicked right off? Okay, so if it wicks off and comes back down black, there's no wick. It could come all the way down black. It could fill and then start dropping down to this red line. So there was that retest. It dropped, but it's still building that blue volume. So it's still building in here. If that blue candle comes back up and closes above, then it could be support to continue to take us up back up to the bigger double top up there. But we're just testing right now this daily point of interest. So there it's, count how many times it gets rejected too. That's the third time I've seen it got rejected. I might be looking to continue to sell down. Okay, it's still just hanging there by the opening balance. Okay, I'm going to go into sell. Now it's retested 3-4 times now. There's a very small wick to just go black and maybe come back down. Okay, so my stop loss, I'm just going to place it above that red line, just above the 5-minute volume right there. Okay, just above the consolidated zone is where my stop loss is. Because if it comes back up blue, 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 I don't want it to break out of there and then fill that wick and then drive. Okay, so that's my maximum risk. So small sell, testing it out to see if this is going to be the true neckline here. Okay. And I'm basing it off of this black candle that closed prior below the yellow line. So I'm just going to see if this yellow line can continue to hold as resistance until this candle closes in the next 2.5 minutes. So it's coming up for another retest right here. This could be the 4th retest, right? So it's showing me 4 times if it gets rejected here, showing me that there is some sellers still here looking to offer to push this blue volume down. Maybe this could be an inside blue bar and then the next candle could open black and be like a Tetris piece coming through, but time will tell. We got to see. Right now it's still holding the resistance right there. But we still have this stubborn blue volume at the opening price. And this is a counter trade, right? I'm selling where it's bullish, right? So that's why I'm using a small stop loss to see if this candle can be the one that holds it down. But I'm going to move out of the way if its buyers are, because I respect them. I want out of the way. And I'm not risking my entire account on this. It's just 0.25%, small trade. And I might even prematurely exit this. If some blue volume comes up here, I don't even need to wait for the next candle. Because if it closes above here, the next candle could be blue, blue, blue and come and take me out. So I'll monitor this. Still in it. It's in drawdown. Still testing this yellow point of interest. And if I get the move I'm looking for, I want to target 50% of that blue body right there at 44.90. But there's a tough fight here between the buyers and the sellers right at this daily point of interest. So that was basically the 5th retest of this yellow line, still holding up. Okay, right at that 50%. They're bringing it down. But this nasty blue opening balance of this candle with 10 seconds to go. So watch how the candle opens up. It could gap up. Watch. They do some funny things here with these type of candles. Okay. So it's black, turned blue. So we got to continue black bidding down here to bring it down quickly. Because if it comes up blue, 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 we're going to retest again the red zone, the yellow line. So we want to continue to keep this down. That's what I'm saying. It could be a nice little Tetris piece where that blue is the inside bar. And then we could now continue to flush through here. So this could be the making of a Tetris piece. We got our closing volume. We had our retest that held 5 times. We closed with that inside blue volume. We have the black candle, but we just don't have the flush. We don't have that liquidation. We have the hourly candle that's down there, that wants to get down, that wants to push down, but it's just the strong selling pending order, or strong buying pending orders in here trying to buy these pullbacks. But we have created a lower high, lower high, lower high, and a new lower low. Didn't get that move right away that I wanted. So this, if there's a consolidation here, this is where the neckline could be. Then you see the bigger pattern. Okay, there's the top. This could be like where the consolidation is. If this doesn't hold up the lower high, then there's your double top. But I don't, you know, like my stop loss is there. And then could be the bigger move coming down and then break down. I'm hoping that there's enough pressure here to push this thing down without coming up there. Okay, so if we're flagging, bear flagging here, and can continue to push down. If this hourly volume can come through. NASDAQ. Okay, NASDAQ closed below, broke the wedge. Could maybe see some similar move on NASDAQ, but let's focus on gold right now. What big news came out? Tentative agreement between US and Iran on peace deal. That's what drove the market very, very, very bullish today. Right over here. Two more minutes to go. Let's see if we can close with a nice bearish volume. The yellow line is, look, if we come to the daily, it was the opening, look at the close of Tuesday and the open of yesterday. That's why that's important. We're back to the opening balance of where the sellers sold yesterday's big selling pressure. So we're seeing on the 5 minutes if it can hold up. You see what I mean? So this is what I'm looking for. The black candle closed below, and now it's using the previous day's opening sellers maybe as if they're there protecting their position to just push this down a little bit further. But this is where if it flips, then we're flipping and filling up. So that's why my stop loss is just right up there. But they're going against news today, right? There was big news. Had there been no news today in this similar setup, we would probably be at a TP right now. But there's a lot of pending buyers waiting. This is that's a pullback from up there that they're getting filled. They're getting their buys. But we're still in a bearish flag. We still have lower highs and lower lows. Still have a bearish hourly candle. I'm thinking of reducing my stop loss down, but don't have too much risk in this. Okay, so we came back up, little pullback. We got another black ignited bearish buyer. So let's see if we can kind of really push down with this, man, because we got higher lows and higher lows. So we got to get a nice big black candle breaking through to create a new low, change up everything, change up our offers, maybe cut through some some orders down here, maybe get some buyers to cancel their orders and replace them down here. Go for some stop losses on some buyers because the buyers have been hitting the seller stop losses all day. So maybe we flip the script and we start to take out some buyers. These buyers that bought up here, their stop losses are down here. These buyers that bought up here, their stop losses are down here. Maybe these buyers of this big blue candle, their stop losses are down here. So let's see if we can come down and grab some liquidity down here as a seller. Okay, I got the candle, I got the setup I'm looking for. I just need the flush. I just need this hourly candle just to break down just a little bit. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm not looking for a goal, just looking to maybe get down to this 60, 70 pips down there. But we got the set, like I got the setup I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm not faulting the setup. I got the closing candle, confirmed close below. I sold the retest where it retested 5 times that candle held. We created a new low, came back up lower high, closed. We opened this candle, bearish ignited. It was doing its job, but we did not continue to fill that wick. So the buyers are coming in on a higher low and bringing it right back up. It's just in a tough situation right there. That 45.03 level, lots of support there. Okay, so there's higher low. Buyers are bringing it right back up to the opening balance of this candle where it was black. If it flips blue, could easily fill that wick, and then we're driving right back to that daily point of interest, the red zone again. Okay, but it could easily break through there, you know, so we've got to continue to watch this thing. Now we caught a little consolidation sideways. We're in a flag right here. Sellers had their opportunity. They had their opportunity to drop it, and they failed. They failed the assignment to create a new lower low. That would have really shaken up the market. It's not there yet. So you see, this is just a little inside block here. The bigger double top is up there. And we're going into a new 30-minute candle in 2 minutes. So our 30-minute candle, we got some selling pressure, but even if our 30-minute candle can close with 30-minute volume below the yellow line, maybe we can get one more black bar pushing down, just a little further down to engulf this 4,500 psychological level, okay? So this is going to be a dogfight at this yellow line. This is a very, very critical daily point of interest. If you go to the daily, let me show you where I got this. Look at right here. Okay. So it was yesterday's opening balance that created all that selling pressure. Then we came all the way right back up bullish today, and we're right there at the opening balance of yesterday, that 4506. So you see what I'm trying to short. It's that very strong daily candle. Okay, sellers are still here. Good push through there. Okay, now let's close with this strong with going into the 30-minute candle. See how it retested again. So we've got 3 retests at that point of interest. They pushed for the new lower low. That's good. Now let's get a flush. Maybe we move into the new 30-minute candle. But they could manipulate the market to bring it right back up. Okay, so guys, let's see what happens. But you see that little flag pulled back. Now let's see if we can counter our way down. But we're against the trend. We are counter trading. You got to understand that. It's not easy to break this down. But if it breaks down, it could be a nice drip. Here's the close. Okay, I'm going to zoom in. Sorry, guys. I like to zoom in. Okay. So we open bullish ignited. Doesn't surprise me, but 50% is where my entry was right there. 45.03 and 50 cents. So it's open bullish ignited coming up. Let's see if we can hold it down, get a wick at 50%. It's not a structural bar. Okay. I'm just emphasizing on 50%, didn't hold there. So now it's coming all the way back up. Maybe we can get a lower high. Maybe we'll come back and retest the daily point of interest. This is a strong open. This is a 30-minute candle now opening at 130. Pay attention to the size of the wick, short wick. So if we can reject this, exhaust this blue volume, we can flip the candle, then we're dropping down to get down to this target. And it's always these new higher time frame candles, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, hour, that always change up the flow. It sucks. I'm in a sell, yeah. NASDAQ barcoding, maybe to continue push down, black, blue, black, pushing down. Like we're not getting those liquidation candles that I like. Palantir's up 6.5%, $141 a share right now. Okay, so now we're coming right back to retest this location. The 30-minute candle, bullish, ignited, coming up. Messed up our party here. So now we got to test our zone above us again. If it comes up blue, blue, blue and closes above here, then unfortunately we lost our resistance at that daily point of interest. It could turn into minor support and then we're traveling back up. But my stop loss is up there. If you guys are going to continue trade, maybe you look for a double top up there. I don't want to be part of this trade anymore if it gets through here, because then it could just continue filling up to there. But let's see if our sellers are still here offering. Everything was going down nicely until this 30-minute candle opened. Now let's see the barcoding on the 30 minutes. Blue, black, ignited blue open. So we might be trading sideways here for a little bit. It could continue to break out of here. That's why my stop loss is very small in the 5 minutes. But if we can tame this down, this 30-minute volume, and break that, look how small the wick is, then we could really get that drop. But right now it's not working out. One more minute to go into this candle close. Yasin, don't worry, it will hit 4496 all the way down there. I know, but it might need one more push up, then it sells off bigger sellers up there. I'm just testing this little location right here. I'll probably be out of the trade by then, but we'll see what happens. There's still a rejection there. Let's see how we close in 20 seconds. Remember, this candle opened bullish, ignited, strong at 130, okay? So that's what's sustaining this pressure, this buying pressure. So we got another rejection there. We're barcoding blue, black, blue. Okay, so inside, again, barcoding blue, black, blue. Got a rejection. Now, can we come back down black with this barcoding volume? Flagging in here, but the buyers are still pushing it up. could come through here. Okay, I'm thinking of lowering my stop loss, but like right to here, but then I'll just get tagged out, and then, but I don't have too much risk on this anyways, so I'm gonna continue to hold it here. See, we're not getting that nice trending volume anymore. Now it's that sideways bullshit. It's frustrating. Barcoding, we're caught in a range. It's difficult. This is true barcoding now. You see, black, blue, black, blue, another black candle. On the 30 minutes, we're also barcoding, blue, black. That's what I mean. If we can just tame this down and take out the opening balance of this 30-minute candle, that could be that nice selling pressure, but it's not there. The buyers are still strong. So we need another nice black candle, maybe take out that opening of this bullish ignited candle, like right here. If we can take that out, 45.02. Then it could open up the floodgates to push down. Because then we're going to get that 30-minute selling pressure. And then going into the hourly candle that's going to close in 23 minutes. Maybe we could just, cut through here. I'm not looking for a massive sell, just looking to just break this and get back down to this location, 4496, and then really test to see if I can get into 50% of that bullish candle at 4490. Okay, so this was the previous daily high for NASDAQ. That's the all-time high, orange line. So there was a little bit of a fake out there. And then black, blue, black, continue push down, retested, black coming down, coming back up. NASDAQ could fall through down to this red line, 30,200, where all those support is right there. And go into 2 p.m., there's going to be volatility. Why? Because that's a new 4-hour candle. Okay, so for most securities, 2 p.m. Eastern is a new 4-hour candle. So that could disrupt the way the markets are moving. It could change momentum. It could continue momentum. But 2 p.m. is an important time in the market. And we also have the Secretary Bessent speaking at 2 p.m. In the U.S. as well. Another one of Trump's buddies. Have I had any issues with Fusion? No, I have not. It froze? Mine has been working fine. I haven't had any issues. And we got now Fed's, the FOMC speaker, Musalem speaking. This is not good. This affects monetary policy. And we're trading gold right now. What is he saying here? Expect Warsh will consult, try and steer the FOMC. Reducing the banking system's demand for reserves would be a smoother path toward a smaller balance sheet than shrinking the supply. The possibility that we would consider an interest rate increase is greater than zero. The possibility that we would consider an interest rate increase is greater than zero. Okay, so we came back again to retest the daily point of interest, that opening balance from yesterday. That started all of that selling pressure yesterday. Okay, so look how many retests we've had in here. 1, 2, 3. We need now just a solid candle coming through. Holy, we're stuck in this flag here. What are you guys thinking? This is a tough one. This one is, we're at a coin toss right now. Bullish or bearish? You guys think I'm going to get stopped out? Probably, because I'm trading against the trend. The sellers are just not doing their job. They're not bidding to close below here. Man, if we just get it under this 4,500 psychological number, we could really start to drop. But you got to respect the buyers. They're here. They started at 130. That ignited bullish candle, higher low, higher low. They're here. They're developing the depth of market as well. Tough situation here. Guys, tomorrow I'm going to take a day off. My kids have no school tomorrow. It's a PD day, and we're going to take my parents out for brunch at their favorite fish and chip restaurant. So tomorrow, guys, I'll be taking a day off, and I'll be back with you guys Monday morning early. So we're going to start Monday analysis early around 7 a.m. Eastern on Monday morning, okay? There's no U.S. bank holiday. We'll be right back in the markets. And it's a new month, starting a new month Monday. So we're going into the summer months of trading, June, July, and August. And we'll see how June shapes up. The market makers have been torturing the sellers all day today. Yeah, they have. They have. Again, I'm not looking for a massive sell-off. I'm not looking to come all the way down here. I'm just looking to hold this, break down a little bit, and just maybe take out this support and trade into 50% of that big bullish candle, right? That's all I'm looking for. We're still intact. Like, we haven't lost our daily point of interest yet. Okay, it's just taking time to develop, but we haven't lost it yet. I don't see a blue candle closing above. I see equal highs now. So we're just stuck in here. This, it's not easy, guys. It's not easy. It's not easy, right? I tell you every day, trading is not easy. Did it meet my requirements to enter or sell? Yes. Did I use proper risk management? Yes. So I got to let the trade play out. Is it time to panic? No. You only panic if you're over leveraged. I know how much I can lose on the trade, 0.25%. I know if I lose that, it's fine. Like, for me, I'm not saying for you. I know it's not the end of the world. I've already exceeded a daily goal with the signal on gold buying earlier that we had sent out all the way down, 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 down in here. So I'm trading with house money, but house money is good to get some more money in the pocket. But We got to look at the close. How did it close? Pin bar. Okay, remember it's blue, 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 right in there again, equal highs. Oh fuck. Now the volatility is coming in. Now there's some shit happening. See how we closed down there? That candle just opened and boom, just blew right out of the gate. Okay, so this is volatility now. Get ready, guys. You're going to see some funny moving candles now. Now the volatility is happening. Everyone's accumulated. Sellers have accumulated. Buyers have accumulated. Now it's redistribution time. And the buyers are redistributing. And I got to watch my stop loss up here. If you guys are watching for a double top, you got to watch above my stop loss. Okay, so now you guys know where the strong supporting neckline is. Right there. The open of this 30-minute candle at 4502. They're protecting that psychological 4500. So for later, after the call, if you guys see in later this afternoon or in the Asian markets later tonight, if this breaks down, that could be where the selling pressure is. So if I were you, I would place a signal here at this red line to alert you that that's where the sell-off could trigger later today, right? That's what we need to break. The strong 30-minute candle that just opened right now where it's barcoding here. Blue, black, blue. So I'm potentially going to get stopped out here. Okay, my stop is just above this candle, this bearish pin bar, around 45.11. I have a stop loss for a reason above there. So if it goes in drawdown, I can still watch and see if sellers will step in just above here. Maybe this will be a fake out and come back down. But it's strong. If it closes blue, okay, listen to what I'm saying. If it closes blue above this yellow line, this zone flips green, and that yellow line can turn into momentary support to come back, catch a wick, and go through here. But if they reject this and we close back below the red zone, this could be just a fake out, one last fake out for the buyers, and then the selling pressure could kick in. But our hourly candle was all the way down here, and now it flipped. It came back up. So we still have the opening balance of our hourly candle. That's just where my stop loss is, just above it. How come country, how come I didn't cut yesterday's daily bar because it was structural bar? To me, it was like, I consider this more structure. Didn't close below here. I see, yes, it did close below there. Yeah, you could cut it in half, but we were trading up here today, so I didn't cut it. We didn't analyze down there. I just got to watch my stop loss here. Okay, so we've got 30 more seconds to go into the close. Let's see where the volume closes. Ten more seconds. Okay, so it did close above. So this red zone, I do what I do, goes green. I respect that the buyers are stronger than the sellers currently. So if it pulls back down into this, you could see it catch a wick and then come back up, fill that wick, and then I'm not too far away from getting stopped out. However, if the sellers step in now and bring it back down and close it below, then this could be a fake out for the buyers, come back down, and I could be looking for something like this, go back and then get the drop, like a head and shoulder pattern basically, where you're looking at this consolidation was the left shoulder. That could be that head that broke out, and then they fake back down, and then we're back down below the red zone, and then we're trading back in the consolidation. It could be the right shoulder, and then get that further drop. Okay, so that's what I'm watching for my last little bit in this trade. In drawdown, surviving, but potentially going to get stopped out. But following my like analysis that was made. What was my comfort? Why did I go in on a sell? Yes, this black candle closed below. We made lower highs, lower lows, closed below. And then when it came back up and got rejected 5 times on that, entered a sell. We created that new low. However, 1:30 p.m. came around and screwed us over because it opened as a bullish ignited 30-minute candle, and that brought us right back. We retested this 2 times where it was red with equal highs, and we were pushing down, but again they failed to close it below there and push it down. Now it came right back up. Maybe one last minute liquidity grab up here. Now look, it's open bearish ignited, pushing down, retesting this. So you see, like, this block is what we're changing, red to green, red to green. This is what we got to see. Can we get back below it? Or see now where it's retesting? It's buyers. There's a wick pushing up, but they got to push up against this black volume that's been bringing this candle down. The hourly candle looks like a spin top, indecision, and it's going to close in 8 minutes. So, and then when we look at the 30s, we're barcoding blue, black, and blue. So it's tough to say the direction, but if you're going with the trend, it's bullish. Then I'm going to get stopped out and it could continue to go. But if we're going to break this trend down, this would have to be the location to do it. And 2 p.m. is coming in 8 minutes, and we have Treasury Secretary Bessent speaking at 2 p.m. in the US, and we have a new 4-hour candle opening as well. So you see it's holding as support. Man, tough one to break down. Can I help a new trader? Yes. Open up a demo account and just practice. Practice learning. Practice your risk management. If you're a beginner trader, you got to practice risk 0.5% of the demo account a day. Take maybe 3 trades. Whatever happens, whatever the outcome is on those 3 trades, win, lose, or break even, study them, figure out, like how I did. Why did I enter? What went wrong here? So I'm studying now what went wrong on this. That 30-minute candle, when it opened, was bullish ignited. Okay, that's what triggered this move because it was going down nicely the way I wanted it. Again, I told you, I didn't fault my entry. My entry, I waited for the confirmation. I waited for the retest. I went in, but we're trading against a strong uptrend. Okay, so it's not easy to break these things down. But I met my requirements there. Maybe it just needs a bigger double top because this was the established neckline that I tried to sell. Where it came up, it went down. Okay, that's where I sold. Right? Maybe I should have not sold. Maybe I could have seen that that's the bigger support. Now I could be waiting for it to come up. If I'm looking sell, maybe that's where my stop loss is, but either somewhere here, that could be the double top. Look for later today, guys. That's why I have an alert there. Because if it's coming back down and we break, there's your M pattern, and then close below there. And then if it comes up, retest that, or my entry, or like there, that could be the bigger drop for like the Asian session or later today. But that's what I would be looking for. But right now, we're still above the green box. We're above the 9 EMA. So everything has flipped back to bullish sentiment. And so I would watch that double top. Now you can see where the more pronounced zones are. Like for example, if I made this a red box right here, let me just show you guys. Okay, you can see now how the volume is more concentrated. Easily you can see it. I'm gonna get rid of this green box because that's just inside, and then you can see this is right there. That's zone now. Now you can clearly see it. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna get stopped out here in a second. And then that's where the zones are. So you see, came up, they pinned it down. I was looking for the continuation to drop, but 130 came in and said, nope, that's not happening right now. Buyers are buying it right back into here. And this could be the potential double top up here, or it's just going to continue to trend and drive. But at least now we see some tops, okay? Before there was no tops. This just dropped and kept driving. This just dropped a little bit, kept driving. This would just dropped a little bit, kept driving. This just dropped, kept driving. There was no double top there. This might be in a situation where we are getting double top, but that's why if I get stopped out, I'm waiting for an alert later this afternoon or Asian session or tomorrow. If this breaks, that's where I could be looking to sell, to continue the sell below 4,500. Start with small money. Yeah, to the beginner trader, yes. Start with a demo account or start small. Learn. Just study the candlesticks first. Understand, why is this one have such a big body and this one has such a skinny body? Learn the volume. Learn how the 130 candle, how it opened and it was bullish ignited and didn't even go black. There's no wick on it. Again, understand how strong that buying pressure was at the start of that candle and at 1:30 p.m. and then understand that it's higher time frame, right? Understand patterns now. Now we're getting a visual pattern. You see it come up, there's a top, it came back down. There's our bottom, there's our support. That's what we were trying to break to drop. It's not ready yet. So it came back higher into the double top. And now let's see if traditionally the double top has more selling pressure, 2 times more sellers than it had right there, to continue to come back down and break this and create that new low. Unfortunately, I'm in drawdown, but that's why my stop loss is just above the double top. Because if it breaks the double top, then it's going to continue to fill that wick and continue driving back up to here. If it closes above here, I no longer want to be in a sell because then it flips bullish and then could take so you see guys why you got to strategically place a stop loss above a certain level. And then when you're taking the trade, know your appropriate size for that level, right? I didn't panic in this trade. I'm in drawdown. I'm not panicking. It's not that I didn't blow up an account. It's not the end of the world for me, as it shouldn't be for you either, right? I'm still in the trade. I'm still monitoring it. We do have some sellers at the second top with the lower high. If we can get black volume closing back below the yellow line, I'm still in drawdown, but then maybe I make that yellow line, again, the point of interest, to push down, back down, get it down to here. Then I'm back to break even. Then got to continue, going from drawdown to break even, maybe to profit, come back up to and go down, and we'll see what happens. Now we're going into 2 p.m. in 40 seconds. So get ready for additional volatility. Why is my stop loss not where that wick is? I didn't want to give it that risk to, I could, right? You can place your stop loss above there. You can place your stop loss at the daily point of interest. It's just, that's where I decided to put it, right above those bodies. Because I know if it gets up here, it could fill that wick and drive. So I don't want to give it any unnecessary, I don't know. That's just where I decided to put it. Where you want to put your stop loss, you put it where you feel comfortable, okay? I just looked at those bodies. That was good enough for me. I'm just above those bodies. Because if these sellers are not here, then that way could easily fill. Again, so here's 2 p.m. We closed bullish, opening bullish ignited. Notice the open again, okay? Our 30-minute candle there, open bullish ignited. Now our 2 p.m. candle, open bullish ignited. So they're doing their job, filling the wicks. I'm really close to getting stopped out. Not yet. And I'm stopped out right there. That's good enough. Okay, so I'm stopped out, and we'll see if this is a double top or it's going to just continue driving. But that's it. That's the trade. You get stopped out of a trade, right? It happens. Now you can see more visually. Had I not taken the trade, let's say I didn't take the trade, okay? But now at least I see more of structure that the 5-minute candles are building. Because before it was just trending. Before it was just going up. Now it came down. It's coming back up. We'll see if it gets one more push down. But that's, again, still counter trading. Otherwise, continue just, if you want, buy gold. But anyways, guys, that's it for me. 2 p.m. I'm out of here. Tomorrow, guys, I'm going to take a day off. Take the family out for brunch. If you guys are going to trade tomorrow, just be careful trading. It is the end of the week, Friday, end of the month. Options expire. Could be a tricky day trading. Just please be careful. Take the day off too, if you like. We'll be back Monday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern, to start the new week, new month off. And we'll see you guys on Monday. So have a great weekend if I don't see you guys. And we'll see you guys Monday morning. Okay, guys? Thanks, everyone. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. If you want to join the team, you're welcome to join the team over here. And the free Telegram channel is pinned at the top of YouTube. And we will see you guys. Have a good weekend. And please be careful if you're holding trades over the weekend. If news happens, you can see gap up, gap downs on Sunday night. Be prepared for that, okay? So you see the buyers ignited again, continuing to do their job, fill that wick, and possibly break out. So that's why I didn't place my stop loss above the wick, because if that body doesn't hold, it's got a high probability to fill the wick. What's the point of giving market some additional risks? Okay, guys, have a great day, everyone. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your day.
Recording stopped.